Hi and welcome. I'm Jennifer Thompson. I am your intuitive realtor. Today is Monday, April the 19th, and thank you for joining me today. And I'm so happy that you're here with me and that you're on this journey with me. So what I'm going to do, same as every week, I'm going to share with you the real estate stats for the Midland, Penetanguishene, Tiny, and Tay Township areas for the last 7 days, and then I'll jump into the energy reading for the week. So I've already pulled off all the information, and so the last 7 days, active single-family homes that have come onto the market in Midland, we have 7. And the average list price for those 7 listings is $452,022. And the average sale price is $462,500. In Penetanguishene, the active listings for the last week are 4. And the average list price is $786,911. And the average sale price is $626,037. Now moving into Tiny Township, in the last 7 days, we've had 14 new active listings. The average list price being at $830,541. Now I have to remember Tiny Township has a lot of properties close to the lake or lakefront. So that's why the price is so much more in Tiny, and we always have on average a higher amount of listings in that area. It is a bigger area than Midland and Penetanguishene, for instance, and so it does cover quite a few miles in distance. So the average list price is $830,541, and the average sale price has been $792,000. And finally, in Tay Township, we've had 13 new active listings come on the market in the last week, and the average list price has been at $728,200, and the average sale price has actually been $1,005,143. So again, still crazy market. It's still not showing any signs of the prices dropping at this point. We still have a massive lack of inventory and a lot of buyers. So the federal budget is going to be coming out, in about a week's time. And there has been some talk and speculation about the government making some changes in order to curb the prices of housing. I read over some of the, talks of changes that they've been thinking about, or what's kind of the rumors are. Some are good. Some I don't think are great ideas at all. But anyways, we'll have to see what happens and keep our fingers crossed. Okay, so I'm going to jump into the reading for the week for the energies. So I'm using the Oracle Energies Oracle Energies Oracle, and Oracle of the 7 Energies, which is talking about the chakras. So I'll pick one card here, and we'll see what the general energy is for the week ahead of us. And then for the spread, I am going to again use the Celtic cross, and we'll see what the energies are, and that is with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Okay, so the general energies for the week are roots of abundance. Okay, so this is telling me that it's about the root chakra, and so roots of abundance. So there's the card. That's what it looks like. So to me, this is a reminder of being grateful, remembering what you have to be grateful for in times where it feels like so much is out of our control, especially in the housing market, and our freedoms feel like they're being restricted and taken away from us. It's a good time to remember that, you know, as we go through this physical experience and this journey, there are parts of us that are untouched, that can't be touched by anything physical. And that is our lead into gratefulness, and to be grateful for the things that we do have, whether it's our health, our family, our friends, that we have a roof over our heads and we have food on our table, that we have a job, or if perhaps we're not working right now, maybe we're grateful for the break, for the time to rest and reflect. And also to feel rooted, feel grounded in our bodies, so we're not lost in our heads and our thoughts, but we're actually visualizing the roots, the energetic roots, moving down through our feet, down through the earth into the core. Remember that we're that physical expression of the divine, as is the earth, and that we're connected to everything physical. And by being rooted in our body, it allows us the space to not get swept away in worries and anxieties that our mind can create with the thoughts. So I think the message in the overall for the week is just finding that thing that you're grateful for, or things that you're grateful for. So the present energies, starting into the spread here, is remembering that you're not alone. So we have the leg up card. So this is about reaching out to family, friends. If you need support, you're not alone. You're never alone. Sorry, I'm just shifting my chair here a little bit. So in the leg up card, you always have supports. So you have your guides around you, as well as your family, friends, neighbors. And that you're never, ever alone. The challenge or opportunity with this card, I think, because this is a community card, and it's about feeling like you're part of something bigger than you. And the challenge with this card is that we're not maybe feeling so much like that right now, because we're back in the lockdown until near the end of May, I guess around the 20th or something like that is what I've heard. So the challenge is that we're not feeling like we're belonging. We are feeling isolated and cut off. And you know, but even though we're cut off, we're never alone. So you know, those energetic connections are always there despite appearances. And again, to your higher self, to your angels, your guides, that you're never cut off from source. Past experiences that have brought us here. Okay, so fork in the road. There's the card. Oh, so this is, I almost want to say, because, you know, fork in a road is about decisions, right? Do I go this way or that way? Do you follow the rules, you know, by government, or do you go by your own rules? Do you go against it? Do you, are you a free spirit and don't want to be, don't want your life to be dictated by outside influences around whatever beliefs you may hold? So, and there's no right or wrong, good or bad around any of it. We all choose our realities, and there is no wrong way to do it. There are, to me, in my beliefs, there are no mistakes, because everything we do is a reflection of who we are or what's happening inside and influences around us. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out, how does this feel in relation to the past? I mean, this is obviously telling me that there's been a choice made into, where we are now. So I guess, this is, I want to see what the other cards are saying, because it might give me some more insight into this one. But this is basically telling me, that we've made choices, or you've made choices, or a choice that has led to the feeling isolated. So you are playing by the rules. Let's just see what the future card holds. Is peace. Okay, you know what? I'm going to look up that one. So this is 23. Okay. So, you know what? Okay, I got some insight based on the energies that are coming. So moving back to the fork in the road, it's like choices have been taken away from us. We've lost the ability to make a lot of choices, again, with the freedoms and all the restrictions put in place. So feeling disempowered. So the energies coming in with the peace card, and this is what has helped me to gain some insight into the past energies. This is about radical acceptance. So what do we do when choices and freedoms have been taken away from us? We can suffer, because we can be in resistance, because it's not what we want. We're not making these choices, but this is happening around us. And so by coming into radical acceptance, it's like a surrendering to what is. But within that surrendering, there's great peace. It might not make you happy, but you can find peace in it. And in that peace, believe it or not, you can find a level or a state of happiness. Because when you go back into what you are grateful for, and being in the present moment, that you have the house over your head, a soft, warm bed to sleep in, your pets, if you live alone, or or a really good book to read, and the access to internet, so you can reach out, and walking in nature. Getting that exercise, getting the sun and the fresh air, will all bring you into the present moment, help with that acceptance of what is, where you can find that state of peace. So what are we working towards? Deep knowing. Okay, so there's deep knowing. So right off the bat, the feeling I get with this card of knowing thyself. So by being forced to take the time out, and being alone, again, if you have family and you're very, very busy with your family, don't forget about yourself in those situations, in that family dynamic, that, still take time out for yourself. Your kids are home, homeschooling, and maybe you're working from home on top of it, and you're super, super busy. Remember to take time out for yourself. Put your needs first, at least for a portion of the day, just to allow yourself that time to accept what is, find that peace, go for those walks in the woods, meditate, read your favorite book, have that bath, nobody bother you for an hour or whatever it is. And it's creating that space for the deep knowing thyself. Where does your heart lie? Are you happy in your situation? Just getting in touch with your inner self to determine if the path you're on is resonates with you? Does it still make you happy? Or is there something new you want to start? Is there an idea that's been kind of percolating in the back of your mind that, maybe it's time to, maybe this is the time to start it, or maybe you've been contemplating a move, whether, alone or with your partner and your family. And again, maybe this is the time to do it. So the underlying energies around this, oh, I love this card, this happy. So it's, to me, this is all talking about being on that journey to what makes you happy. Find your happiness, follow your heart. That will lead you to joy. Also, that being said, I also want to remind you and myself that happiness is also a choice. You can find happiness in every moment, even if things around you aren't ideal and where you want to be. Don't go, well, when this happened, I shouldn't say don't, but I want to say, when we sometimes have these thoughts about what would make us happy, we place them in the future. And that future never comes because it's always in the future. So and you're also putting that energy outside of you. It's like you're giving it away. But by choosing to be in the present, connecting with your heart, finding what you're grateful for, you can choose to be happy in the present moment. You can find it in the present moment. So through that happiness in the present moment, you're raising your vibration, you're connecting with your heart, and you can find what the path is for you, what changes you may want to bring into your life that will lead you to joy. So advice from Spirit. Yes, okay, so chaos and conflict. So to me, this feels like Spirit is reminding us that with so much chaos and so much conflict happening in the world around us, we are not part of that. We are in the middle and it's all swirling around us. So by rooting into the present moment, accepting what is, connecting with your heart, knowing thyself, being happy. It's all again about being in the present moment. You're not getting swept away into the uncertainty and the fears of what's coming next and where am I going to fit into this. And if you're in the housing market or you want to buy a house, are you going to all the fear surrounding that maybe I'll never be able to buy a house, or, we want to sell, but how are we going to find a house? Whatever it might be, it could be so many different things. Yeah, I mean, everything does seem so uncertain and everything's are changing so quickly right now. So just remember, you're a beautiful, bright, divine, shining being having the human experience. So remember that you're in it, but you're not of it, if that makes sense. Okay. So external influences, the truth be told. So all of this whirlwind and upheaval in the world right now is bringing out the truths of the world. A lot of them, it's exposing them. So it's exposing how we've been lied to and manipulated for years and years and years about how to live our life. And we've never really questioned it because we were just taught that this is how you grow up, you get an education, you get a job in a company somewhere and it's secure, and then you retire at age 65 and you live off your pension, blah, blah. And that was the experience for many, many times. And it's not wrong. It's just that that's how we were all in North America, especially, we were led to believe this is how you live your life. So with a lot of the upheavals and things happening and us kind of connecting more inward, we're realizing that why do we have to do it that way? Why are we giving our power away? We have more power than we realize. We're very, very powerful creators. So let's start creating. Let's realize that the choices we make not only affect us, but everyone around us. And even and on a global level, seriously. So it's all about breaking down barriers, breaking down feeling separate, that your choices and actions only affect you, which is totally not true. I mean, there's so much being revealed that maybe haven't been in our awareness before. So hopes and fears. Serendipity. So this card is about coincidences, about synchronicities. Although this is in hopes and fears, it feels to me like I'm not sure how to put that. Let me just see what the outcome is. Okay, so it's taking things into action. It's the yang. So with serendipity, you know, I just want a little more insight on that one. 18. And how it might relate to this reading. Opportunity allied with readiness. The awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. So I think, you know, where this sits in the deck, the hopes and fears, I'll show you that card again. I think it's just about bringing awareness to signs around you that, for confirmation on whispers that you're getting within you, or nudges that you're feeling. And so ask Spirit, ask your guides, your angels, for signs that what you're feeling is true, or that you're on the right path, or what direction, you know, you're feeling maybe you need to go, but you're not certain. And then just, you know, so ask for signs. Or synchronicities, whatever it might be, and move from there. And so the final outcome is the yang, which is about action. It's masculine energy. I'm also going to look this one up too. So this is about taking action, I believe. That's how it feels to me. It's about, because of the fire, and it's about being the creator, whole, and being powerful. It's about owning your power. The masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happening, taking action. Exactly what I said. So I was picking up that card correctly. So it's about moving forward in the world, making those changes. So again, it goes back to the whole reading in that knowing yourself, connecting with your heart, accepting what things are right now that are out of your control, but you can control what's happening on the inside. And if you're not finding happiness with what, you know, in your current situation, trust your heart, trust your feelings, trust your gut on the actions you need to take. And knowing that you're not part of all the chaos and everything happening around you, but you're the constant being in you know, having this experience in the human body, and see the truths, your truths, the truths of the world, and asking for signs and synchronicities that you're on the right path, or that your choices are correct, or that the nudges or ideas you've been having are right for you, and then taking action on it. So again, lots of changes. This spread is all about change. And again, rooting into the present moment, rooting into your body, and being grateful for all the wonderful gifts that you have now, and choosing to be happy. So beautiful, beautiful spread messages this week. So with that, I will leave that with you. Hope that resonates with you. I want to wish you all so much, so many blessings, and I am sending you so much love. I love you. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. If I do private readings one-on-one these days, it would be through Zoom or something like that. So if you are interested, reach out. We can have a chat about it, or schedule something. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share it with your friends so that my messages can get out there into the community. And I will be back here again next week. And until then, thanks so much for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.